Hello. Hi. Happy Saturday. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, Faith. Hi. You're here. Yay, you made it. How you doing? Waco, what's up? How you doing? Let's see. I've switched around my camera a little bit, so now it's over here. But you probably don't know because it's flipped. So it probably looks the same. Cavendish, hi! Or afternoon, rather. Yeah, it's about 2 p.m. You just got up. Hey, man. I do not judge, okay? I do not. Doing good? How am I? I am good. For now, I am good. I'm still kind of scatterbrained because I'm honestly just all over the place right now, but I'll settle in a minute. But give me a minute. Yay! You just doing some work? Hi, Sappy! Yay! Oh, man. I also went back to my old backdrop because I was looking at some older videos the other day, and I noticed that, and this is probably something obvious, but I didn't realize it, it affects my lighting a lot more if I have something really close to my back as opposed to a giant space, you know, behind me. So this is actually bouncing the light a lot better. So anyway, I think that looks better. It's still not the cozy feel it used to be. I really liked how it used to be. Even though I had a worse lighting setup. Isn't that stupid? I hate that. It looks better, but it was so much jankier. Anyway, how's the sound? I also had to move around a lot of the microwave. Oh my god, microphone. Jesus. It's one of those times. You do? Oh, good, Cavendish. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I feel like it looks better. I don't know. Sound is good? Okay, cool. Alright, so today, a little bit different. I feel like drawing some human faces. Right? Maybe I'll give it a little bit of, like, some kind of animal trait or something, but I don't know. I don't know, you get strange cravings sometimes, and this one, feeling like some simple watercolor faces. Don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Humans, I know! Sound is good. Okay, cool. Couple things real quick. And for those of you who hear me do this every time, I'm sorry, but it is like commercials, sort of. I know. I still love you for sticking through it. I really do. So first thing, this month's ATC is this, which was this giant watercolor that we did. It's not that big, honestly. It's giant in comparison. But we did it on stream, like the whole thing, basically. I did the last tail end of it, though, on an Instagram stream, and that should be on my Instagram. But if you want to rewatch that one, but we finished it up in there. And then I took it into Photoshop. I did some who's what's. So this is the Clover card for this month. It's the Snake Oil Salesman. So there's a story that comes on the back of it. It's $4 US, $5 international. Sign up today, blah, blah, blah. Also, today is Free Comic Book Day. Now, if you live near a comic shop of any sort, they all celebrate this. So, at least to my knowledge. They should be. I mean, it's a good way to get people in. But definitely check out your local comic book shop because they always seem to have, the ones that are participating, like free comics. Tons of free comics. So, on that note, my partner Gabe just got done grinding out like a 2-week straight comic issue. He wrote it, he like inked it, penciled it, toned it, everything, and it's free if you want it to be. But it's a pay what you want model, and you can get it here. I think it was really cute. It was a great story. He did it super quick, but it's like quality. There's some Easter eggs in it if you're a sci-fi fan or you've watch things like, I don't know, Fifth Element or something like that. Anyway, he's got some stuff in there. Our dog also makes a cameo. And the dog that's in there, the name for the dog was technically gonna be the name for our dog now. Our bulldog dog. We have 3 dogs. I don't know why I just always say our dog. One of our dogs, our bulldog, it was originally going to be her name, but we went with the name we've got now. So if you want to see what that's about, you can go get it. Kristen, you loved it? Oh, good. Wasn't it sweet? He came out of that, like, with the idea out of nowhere. Just one day he had this idea. I loved it. It was so cute. I don't know. Somebody throw out a flower of some kind. Any flower. Favorite flower, any type of flower. I'm looking for a flower. Yeah, it's 28 pages too. So he did like basically what a whole Journey June would have been in 2 weeks. That's pretty nuts. Like, I give major praise to him. It's great. A coneflower. Okay, let me look that up. Kristen throwing out the crazy things. Coneflower. Wow. Okay. Those are in my front yard. What the Okay. Weird. I didn't even know what those are called. Thanks, Kristen. Coneflowers. Okay. That is so weird. Yeah, like at our new house, this is all we have in the front yard. And I was like, oh, I wonder what those are. Okay. Well, cool. Now I know. Ooh, and lavender. Oh, I like lavender too. Let's try the coneflower, because this feels like destiny now. Especially since, I don't know, I have them. I might do the red version though. These red ones are really pretty. I've got the pink ones. But maybe we do like an autumn face or something. Huh. Okay. I gotta hand it to this fabric behind me. There are no wrinkles. There are no like rumples. It's not even pulled tight. The bottom's loose and it looks like this. That's crazy. There's another thing that's going on. Oh my goodness. If you have not signed up yet for my 10K giveaway, you should. It's on Instagram. I will throw a link in the chat. I'm giving away 5 pins to 5 people, so there's a higher chance that you might get something. The orange and yellow ones. I would assume the yellow ones kind of just look like daisies, but tired. Is that right? Okay. I knew there was something else. It was my giveaway. I'm dumb. Let's see. Let's try. I forgot the freaking tape. Good Lord. Okay. So that's where we're at mentally. Good. And I heard Gabe go into the bathroom. So he can't help me. No one can. I have to help myself. I'll be right back. I need to go get the tape, or else this gets all wrinkly. And we don't want that, do we? No, we don't. Damn it. Okay, so I already don't know where it is. That's stupid. Hold on. It might be... Oh! Hold on. I gotta yell to Gabe that I found it. Okay. Sorry. Alright. Let's tape this bitch down. For anybody who's waiting on Clover cards or Curious Collector tier stuff, I'm hoping to get that out next week. I should be, because majority of it's done. I just have to print it and then package it. So, tell me about your week. I really want to know what happened to you last week. Did you have a good week? Did you have a bad week? Do you have to vent about somebody? Something? How'd it go? Oh man, I gotta fix my camera. One of these days I'm gonna be fixing it and it's just gonna fall. I know it. What are you doing, thing? It shouldn't though. Like, it should be okay. Hold on. Look at my fat arm. There we go. That should be doable. Hi, Emma. How are you doing? Yeah, I would assume, Safi, Jesus. Like, after the first con back in forever and being as busy as you were, oh my god, I can't even imagine. Like, when I was in full swing of conventions, I was still wiped after a con. So I can't even imagine how tired you must be. If you need to take like a whole week to recover, I would assume there would be nothing like weird about that. Seriously. People don't realize that a lot of conventions are just stamina. Like mad stamina. Oh, glad to hear that, Emma. No, Cavendish! I thought you had to cancel your last get-together for whatever reason. Did you end up having some sort of get-together then? Or was this your sailing club, or which thing? Also, if Fritz is there, hi Fritz. Yay, Faith! Found an adorable illustration style. I'm in love and excited for it. That is so exciting and fun. I am so happy for you. It's always good to get that extra breath of, hey, let's do this with art. I love it. Awesome con already? God. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird because I know a lot of people are canceling going to cons like New York and Dragon, but I know other friends are like packing and going for it. So I don't even like, I think Gabe's pulling out a Dragon Con in New York. And I've got a few friends, so it's almost like 50-50 with who's going and who's staying. So that's tough. Where the hell? So dumb. I can't find my glove. Whatever. It's okay, this isn't that big. I should be able to do it fine. Fritz is still asleep. Well, tell him hello when he wakes up. Really, Kristen? Meaning what? Like they might start having school at home again because of Delta? Oh, wait. You have another one. Hold on. Elementary school lost 30 kids? What? What do you mean lost 30 kids? Like, that is totally vague. I don't even know what you mean by they lost 30 children. Storing buses have no air conditioning. Oh my god. That is such a cluster. Nephews playing video games. That sounds pretty great, Emma. Honestly, that's pretty chill. Oh my god, Safi. Oh, you need sequel. Just dunk that and get your nods off. Even though my voice sounds awful, I'm fine now and not contagious. Sure, guy. Oh god. Take some Zycam. 3D model commission. Good job, Emma. I just did 3 turnarounds this past week for someone. And I mean, I used to do them all the time through my last game job and in college, but for some reason, I must be just rusty as hell because they were the hardest crap to do recently. Maybe I just wasn't in the swing. That could have been too. But sometimes 3D model stuff just, your brain just doesn't want to do it. So good for you for finishing it. Kids on the wrong buses. Some kids were hiding in bathrooms. Why were they hiding? The storms? Oh my god, this is awful. Kristen, that's so sad. Poor kids. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't usually do this sort of thing, but... Oh, there's a severe thunderstorm. I guess I'd be hiding in a bathroom too. I mean, at least they're being smart about it. I don't usually do this whole drawing a head thing and nothing else because I feel like it's kind of hard sometimes to get across a story from here up. Y'all know me, I'm very story-oriented. Story-oriented. That's something, maybe. But I thought I would give it a go. You know, why not? So, let's draw head. I want to do kind of a 3/4. Maybe she's... And I'm going to try to get across a story with it no matter what, because I can't help it. That's what you do. But since I haven't drawn a human in a while, it's not going to be very realistic, A. And B, it might have a whole different style than it used to, so let's see what happens. I kind of know what I want to do in terms of how I want them to look, but we'll see. I'm also trying to get my shirts out this month, out and up. So I got a Store Envy. I got a new domain specifically for them. Because I don't want to do just shirts, I'd like to do just a couple things. That's too sharp, I don't want to do that. Yeah. I used to make shirts for the game companies I worked at, and it was fun. And then I realized after a friend was doing them that I hadn't tried them with my new brand. So on my Patreon, I had put up the preview I have. I can show you probably on my phone too. My first collection is going to be my tarot shirts. So I'm really excited for those because I've never seen this before, where somebody's done shirts based off like tarot cards. So you could actually wear a shirt that is, you know, basically saying, "Hi, I'm the hermit. You know, I'm the high priestess." So let's see if you can see this. Did you? Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, I'm not copying you, I swear to God, because I'm doing a few of my tarot cards that I've been doing, but I've got the hermit on the back here, And I've got my hermit card on the front. And I've got it, I ordered it, and it looks pretty dope. So, and then there's a number on the side. So I've got the hermit, I've got the fool, I've got the lovers, I've got the high priestess. No, there's a fifth one. Oh, the hangman. Got the hangman too. The hangman's cute. It's a little bad. So, no, I know. It's just the tarot shirt idea I hadn't seen before, and I completely spaced that you did one. I'm sorry. Just know I'm not copying you, Safi. I'm not. I swear to God. But now I feel weird about it. I'm sorry. But I'm really excited for those. I think those will be fun. And then I was gonna I've got a couple best-selling prints that I was gonna put on tote bags. I've got my owl reading books. I thought that'd be a really good tote bag. And then I've got the little girl with the sword. I thought that one would be really good too. Okay, if you say so. I'm really, like, I swear to God, it was not because you or nothing like that. I thought I had a good idea. I don't know. Me being silly, I guess. Give them big pupils because they're very like bugs. The problem though is if you draw the pupils too big, they're not looking at the viewer, then they're kind of looking everywhere. So you have to make sure. And I'm at a weird angle too. Hold on. Hi, Fricka! Yay! How are you? Yeah, this just doesn't want to look at the camera, I suppose. That makes sense. I'm okay. I'm doing all right. How you doing? How's Helene? Your last Guardian batch went out on Thursday. I wanted to say Friday, but I think it was Thursday. It's a good thing too, because the whole tariff thing is just getting to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. The new thing that like the Postal Service implemented is just kind of a pain. You're drawing a cute pony? Oh, Faith. However far you get, make sure to put it in the Discord. I'd like to see it. I have this addiction to making hair really gooey lately. Like, I don't know why gooey, but I think I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna go gooey on this one. I don't know why, I just feel like Faye would have some different, like their hair would be made up of different substances. I don't know why I think that. It's just like, to me, making them just have regular hair, I don't know, I feel like if they had regular hair, their hair strands would be so thin, like as thin as spider silk or something, like super, super thin to where it's not even hair, you know? So to me it makes more sense that they'd like have the consistency of maybe a dewdrop or something, you know? Something like that. Or like honey, you know? Let me give her a big chunky bee. I am so proud of Gabe though for pumping out that comic in like less than 2 weeks. That's crazy. It was good for his soul too. I could tell he was very happy to just be doing comics for fun instead of for a million other things that, you know, didn't have to do with himself. He needed it. He really did. I feel like artists in general don't always relax the same way. You know, some of them need to relax by doing just something they really enjoy. I mean, just people in general, I think. Not everybody wants to lay in a bathtub full of suds, you know. I definitely don't. That's not how I relax. I actually bought this really fluffy blanket recently and I can't wait to get it. I'm a dry relaxer. Like if I'm gonna just sit somewhere and be comfortable, it's gotta be dry. And it's just blankets and nest and pillows and just cozying into a little hole where I can just peep out of and I'm just consumed by fabric. Did you, Faith? Oh, feel free to put a link in the chat. I'd want to see that. Maybe its eyes should be open. Also, I don't like drawing things with 5 fingers. Even if it's humanoid, I feel like 5 fingers is just unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like, you can get by with 4. 5 is just, you don't need it. You don't need it. Blankets galore, yes. She read Grigor 3 times? Oh, she liked it that much? I remembered your pen, right? I think I gave you a pen. Oh my god, I can't remember now. Hot baths? A inflatable hot tub. Cool! How does that work? That has to be like durable rubber or something. I do feel like people are either bath people or blanket people. I almost want to do like a little mini comic about that. Oh, Faith, this is adorable. I don't know if you know this though, the bee on the right side looks like it's coming out of its butt. If that's on purpose, okay. If not, maybe move it. It looks like he's farting bees. Which, I don't know, maybe a bear farts bees. Bears fart bees, I don't know. Really? She's been wearing the pin? Oh my god. That is so cute and so sweet. And I hope it like impacts her in such a good way. I am so honored that she would do that. She should be proud. You reopened your store, Emma. That's awesome. Good for you. Durable rubber vinyl hot tub with jet holes. Wow. That's gotta be a lot more cost effective then, huh? Like, I would assume a fraction of the price. Is it pretty big? Oh, you thought it was funny? I like it then. Yeah, if it's purposeful, then rock it. I think it's great. I've also been doing more IG live videos. So for the things like that are either I'm polishing a piece or maybe I'm doing a quick sketch or something, I'll hop onto IG live now and just do an impromptu stream. These are more of my I'll get dolled up for you date streams. Maybe that's what I'll call them, date streams. Yeah, this is our weekly date. And the other ones are more like we're having dinner together on a weekday night. So come casual, you know. So I don't. $400 fits 4 adults, so that would be cramped in the last 3 seasons. Use no issues. That's pretty amazing. I'll be honest. That's more than fair. Where'd you get it, if I can ask? I need to do these delicate anime hands because the hands I typically draw are a little bit more janky, I guess. They're usually paws turned into hands, so when you're doing this kind of style, you want to make sure they flow a lot better and they're a lot thinner. That sort of thing. Oh god, why this is blown out of proportion here. Like the exposure's bad. Hold on. There, that's better. Amazon. Cool. Oh, Coleman. Okay. Well, Coleman is trustworthy. Like, that's a really good camping brand. So, I mean, if they do a lot of camping stuff. We actually have a Coleman brand dog cooling mats. And they last years. Like, it must be the same vinyl or something that your thing's using, because they last. It's great. I'm gonna make him be asleep. Happy bee. Hello, get out of there. cool, and that's a good brand. I don't know if I want to go that big. Grinding noises. Uh-oh, Cavendish. Gabe had a Surface. It kind of shit the bed over a while. We don't buy PC or Windows things anymore because they... Like, I've had my Mac since, like, 2010, and it has not ever had a virus or has crapped out on me or anything. I've never had to do anything to it. And we have an iPad. We have 2 iPads, and we have laptop Mac. Never any problems. I would completely complain to you if we did. We never did. But Gabe's Surface, a year into, like, using it, crap. Granted, our streaming setup is completely PC. But that's because it's solely for streaming and nothing else. I would never do any image anything on here because it just, PCs can't handle it. I used to build PCs and they were so much more trouble than they were worth. But that's just my thought. If you like PCs, cool. Cool. But grinding Surface, oh, it's a bad thing. Yeah, no, Faith, it looks great. It's one of those, like, quick graphic designy styles, and those are totally in all the time. So you'll never, you know, go out of style with it. A milk tea accident. Oh no! Oh, and a MacBook Pro too. Did you at least have a warranty? That's what I'm like, a warranty. Oh no. It's a death rattle, it wants to die. Sometimes things with, like, low forehead, I kind of like them. I kind of like that this one has a lower forehead. I also kind of just want to give her like a bandana or something, but I also don't. Same gooey hair. I still want to give gooey hair. This song is not very happy right now. Oh god, I hate this song. I gotta get rid of that one too. It's just bad. Oh, 2012. No, that sucks. So, you did replace it? You don't get to wait for a bit? Let's give her a little bit of forehead here. Nothing wrong with that. I'll make her hair really floaty and gooey. It'll make more sense once I add color. I know right now it's like, what are you doing? That looks gross. Promise it'll make more sense later. Let's work in those flowers. 2020, 16-inch. Ooh. Oh, good. Yeah, Maya's huge. I remember having to wait that one out. Cone flowers. You did? Oh, Sappy. Oh, I should send you some of my my other ones. I feel like you'd really like the Bunbury. I should really just sell those ones and make a pen or something of those, because those were seriously one of my favorite Guardians I did last year. I think it was last year. The Bunbury. Let's see if I can find a... That sticker set makes me happy. Yeah, these stickers were so much fun. I am so honored though that you put my sticker on your new Mac. Oh man, I tend to not start decorating any of my stuff until I've like, it started going down the crapper. So I make sure I'm like, okay, well, I can start making this ugly now. Except for like my iPad, I got this leather case. And then since I'm a douchebag, I put Cloverkin on it because I've got a Cricut. Our Cricut is like invaluable. I love our Cricuts so much. But yeah, I don't know. And then I got these little things that hold the pen on, because I've got one of the older iPads. It doesn't have the pen lock-in mechanism, but whatever. It was considered old. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it really, Savvy? Oh my god. If I were to do that, I'd probably buy one of those clear case covers so I could cover it and then swap it out if I wanted to. That could actually be really fun. Yeah, the new iPads, Gabe's got one. It like locks onto the side or something. Like, I forget what it does, and it charges just being locked on the side. Like, mine is still one of the older ones that's got the thingy. So awkwardly plugs into the bottom and just hangs off so easily where it could snap. Yeah, there. But yeah, Gabe's actually like magnets onto it. Hi, BV. How are you? Yeah, it has a magnet lock. So you have to get, well, so on this case basically has a spot for it right here. But since I'm a jerk and I put all these, like, I've got two pen grips. I like using both of them. I don't know why, but obviously I can't use that. So I needed to put these things on. And you can buy these things on Amazon, and I can just slip it in there, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But I use it so much, I rarely even put it in there. What's up with my ears? I pulled on them too much and they got too long. Do you, Emma? I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, the iPad, it's great. Like, Gabe's new iPad is pretty... Like, we have no complaints still. So... highly suggest. Let's see. I actually think I might like this better just without that thing. It might be cute if she had a little antenna though. Not sure. Little cement folk. Oh, I like that. Now, I always tell kids at cons when they ask me, oh my god, how'd you get your ears like that? I was like, I just tug on them a little bit for a course of like 2 or 3 years every day. They'll eventually get there. How you doing, Thev? How you been? Like, I can't decide where I want this to go. I think it'd be cute if there were, like, little antenna. Maybe she's a bee girl. Actually, yeah, we could go that route. If she's a bee girl, she could have her hair made of honey, which I kind of dig that. Because I wanted to do that juicy look anyway. So let's do that. Hey, I appreciate it nonetheless. I hope work's good for you today. Don't take crap from nobody. I hope you have a good day at work. You're welcome, Safi. Thank you for coming to hang out. I'm honestly glad that cons are back for you and, you know, you're able to start doing your thing again, because I know despite how much work it is, I think it makes you happy. And God, it is work, isn't it? Alright, we're getting close to the point I can start actually doing something with this, but I want to get in these cone flowers that Kristen suggested and get to decide how big they're gonna be. Let's see. Let me go look. I need to look at another thing of them. A kitten! Are you gonna see if you can keep it, Adam? What are you gonna do with it? You captured it. You didn't rescue it, you captured it like it's a Pokemon. Also, I sent out Stephanie's package yesterday. So she should get it on Monday. Let me go. I think it should be Monday. You're gonna make me log in, aren't you, you bastard? I love you, Shippo, but man, drive me up the wall sometimes. I actually use 2 shipping sites. I use Shippo and I use Pirate Ship. Okay, so her thing should be there. Tuesday. So, you grow cornflower? Coneflower. God, I keep wanting to say cornflower. They are very pretty. Yeah, I didn't even know. Honestly, I think I might do the little spiky bits with like a either paint, like gouache, or maybe a gel pen. Not sure. But I really like this red coneflower. It's cute. They look like little... Oh my god. Now I want to make a guardian of this. Oh, Kristen, should I do that? Because they already look like little creatures. Oh my god, I'm so into this. I might have to look up the symbolism and whatnot of it. Because they are just so cute. You guys, I'm so excited for fall. I just want fall. I really, really do. I want the 50-degree days. I want to open my house. I feel like we've only opened the house up like 2 days out of being here since April. Seriously. Can you really? Oh my god, Emma, that's great. Man, I love herbalism stuff so much. That's really gonna be on my to-dos when I get more time, is to look up I have tons of books on, like, you know, home done herbalism and remedies and things, but I'm not able to do anything right now because I am too flipping busy. Nothing I want to do, I can do. Fall, right? Right. Oh my god. I'm ready. Let's see. There's gonna be one off screen over here. Even if you're drawing something that's off your canvas, it's good to kind of draw where it would be, so you can accurately put in where stuff can go. For those coming in right now, don't forget to sign up for my 10K giveaway. I am making sure that people know about it because I'm giving away 5 pins. So don't forget to sign up for this. And then since today is free comic book day, there is a free comic that Gabe, my partner, my loving man, made, and it's really good. He's really good. I feel very honored to be his lady. He's such a smart and skilled man. Hollyhock flower doll. No! Oh man, hollyhock flower doll? I just got a corn husk doll. Oh, speaking of, thank you, Kristen. For those that don't know, I have a tier on my Patreon that is for, it's basically, I call it sticker story bundles, but you get stickers that are themed to a story and a guardian that I do. And this month's guardian is the Maisie. You know what? I've got it on my freaking Instagram. I'll just do that. There's a Finished Pieces channel, Faith. You know that. You know that. A bee fell asleep in a cornflower in your yard? I want to see. Oh, baby. I love that they just fall asleep. That's so good. Oh my god, Kristen, yes. These are amazing. That's just like my my clover pip. Oh my god, these are beautiful. Oh my god, some of these are amazing. Oh my god, I love this. Kristen, thank you. This is so cool. This is totally what I'm talking about. Stuff like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Emma, those are so cool. Why are they green? I'm like looking at Google and none of them are green. Why are yours green? I love it. I love green ones. I really do. Here. Show you. For those that couldn't click in there, this is the Maisie. So it's based on a corn husk doll. So if you've seen those before, they're really cute. My friend Lacey that runs the store, Thorn and Poppy, I ordered one from her recently, and they're flippin' cute. So this one is a corn pip, which the pip part means that it's a deity. So, at least in my little world, whatever you want to call it. Oh, they're yellow. It's the overcast. Damn overcast. Always throwing off the colors. Oh, Kristen, I love those so much. There is so much I want to do, but I have no time. Oh, my heart. Oh. Anyway. No, I was thinking it'd be cute because these cone flowers you linked me on, Kristen, they look like, just trying to find a piece of scrap paper. The one I'm looking at right now has this adorable little shape, which looks a lot like, I guess, my guardian papoose. But they look like little, I don't know, little spider type things. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Color isn't real. That's a good point. Neither are birds. Birds aren't real. Oh, those are beautiful. I like that your cone flowers have more of a rounded top. Mine are really conical. Like, I like that yours aren't exactly conical. She should have another hand, I think, here. Otherwise it's awkward. We don't want awkward family fae photos. Or do we? There we go. I'm okay with that. Anybody have anything really good to eat this week? Oh, I forgot to mention, this painting is for sale in my store, not my Etsy. If you ever want any of my original art, it's actually on my website. My Etsy is more for my merch and such that isn't apparel. It's gonna get really weird because I've got 3 different shops, but the originals I've got up are in here. So if anybody was really into this, there you go. Make one for my bunny to hold. I just prepped the felt for it the other day. Yes! I was just gonna say, because I saw this one hollyhock one, this one right here, and I was like, oh man, I bet you could totally mixed media this stuff. And like, her body's made out of string and stuff, and then it made me think, oh, maybe it could be felted. And then you work it in that way. So, what if you made the bunny instead like a little, like, hollyhock hat? So it's got like a sun hat that's made out of the flower. Oh, that'd be really cute. Oh my goodness. Right? The wings are super cool. I think the wings are made with nylon and wire. I'm pretty sure. Looks like it anyway. Run like someone left the gate open. Oh, Faith, you should turn these into shirts. These are really cute. I love it. Little horsey. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay, so if anybody's interested in this watercolor, it is available. I just like to let you know. I also have cheaper originals underneath the ATC area. I want to draw her with something floaty on her. Oh, okay, so it'll eventually get super conical. Oh yeah, Faith, at a horse show? Oh, you make like 3 to 5 shirts that are horse-based and then go to a show? Yeah, you're gonna make bank. Oh, I gotcha. That makes sense, Kristen. I'm gonna make her hair somewhat transparent. I think that'd be kind of fun. So we'll see some of it behind her. And then I thought it'd be nice if some of her outfit were too. I find fairies to be more likable when they're ethereal and they don't, like, I do like the ones that are based on like flowers and junk, but at the same time I like ones too that aren't really grounded in our reality, or if they are here, like, they don't really play by our rules because they're on like a quantum scale, right? Like Ant-Man type small scale. So the things that affect us in a certain way are different for them, you know? Oh, I could understand that, Kristen. That is a lot. So are schools being pretty good about COVID stuff now then? That's not even a concern for them? Or how are they handling that? Now see, now I'm trying to go too crazy with outfits and stuff. Now is not the time for that. Not the time. Alright, I think this is good. Good base. Now erase as much as you can. Oh, really? Hi, cat! How are you? Waco. I vote for both. And hybrid isn't an option? Ugh, God. I don't understand. How you been, cat? How's your weekend? Shoot. That's okay. Self-indulgent painting. That's what this stream is for. I'm glad you're doing it while you're here. Oh, also, you guys, for my original Cloverkin stream watchers, look what I found. Oh, It's Hello Fortune. We started calling her Hello Fortune a long time ago, but it's a Hello Kitty 8-ball. Kind of. So once in a while we would, during the chat, like somebody would be like, Hello Fortune, and then they'd ask a question. So if you want to ask Hello Fortune a question, make sure to preface it with @Hello Fortune. And I will do the thing for you whenever you want. One of the schools here had no mask, and the next week 18 kids had COVID. Jesus. I thought kids couldn't get COVID. Now they can? Holy shit, oh my god. Faith, do you remember her? Yeah, I do have the sub-shrub. I need to make a sub-shrub that is mine. I feel really bad that I'm using a Sumiko Gurashi character, so I have to make a new one. I mean, I've got my Clover Pip, but she can't really do much in terms of like the subbing thing, so I need to revamp my entire Twitch like character thing, because I want me to be a character, I want my Pip to be a character, I want the sub-shrub to come back. Hello Fortune is a fun thing, but oh god, it's starting to hit kids. God, that feels so on purpose. Like, since COVID wasn't, it's like somebody's making this, so it's like, well, now we gotta hit the kids because people are being dumb. 10 months old at COVID? Oh my god, no. Cat, the smoke is bad? How do you prevent, like, bad smoke from getting in your house? Like, what do they tell you to do? On a lighter note, does anybody want to ask Hello Fortune a question? Let's see. I kind of want to make her a little bit yellow, but not like yellow yellow. So let's see. Let's see if I can make her like a little peach, but not quite. I can't see my colors because of the freaking lights. Good insulation on doors and windows, and giant filters on your home AC. Okay, so there are like special filters you can buy that get rid of that the smoke problem. That's good to know. Everything closed, stay inside. It's great when you have a heat wave. Heat wave and fires. The world is combusting. Hello Fortune. Will Faith ever get a gigantic draft horse? Oh, it's kind of busted. The answer is, I think so. Thanks, Hello Fortune. That means you will. Yeah, masks. They save lives. It's true. The pride issue with masks is so dumb. I do not. Well, that is utterly adorable. I agree. I found her at a Goodwill once. So I was like, hey, we could have some fun with this. A lot of times I'm looking for fun little stream gizmos and who's what's. Gabe and I did a stream a while back where we were doing, we were putting together Japanese food. Like little Japanese, those little food kits you get that are usually really disgusting. We did a whole stream just trying those out. We had 3. And so you get to see us like make them and then get grossed out by them. It was pretty funny. Actually, I think it's still a highlight on my Twitch. At least one of the... Hold on. I think it's a highlight. Japanese candy. Here we go. Okay. Kind of. It's more like the ones you put together. I don't know how to explain it really. Hell yeah, memories. Fortin, that's something completely different. A fountain? What are you talking about, Waco? Fountain? I'm gonna just do all of her skin right now because I know I'm not gonna be able to mix that later. I gotta look at the... that's pretty accurate. Kind of funny. Oh, are you South African, Waco? That's so cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Well, I welcome Afrikaans here. I think it's so cool. Very cool language. Dialect or whatever you want to call it. I've yet to bust out your paints, Cat. Still have to go about doing that. Oh, you're so sweet. I am excited to play with them. Don't think I'm not. I totally am. I'm excited to do anything that's not my normal work right now. Alright, let's go into the honey aspect of this. I want to do her hair. Hi, Caitlin. How are you? Well, welcome. I see that. Alright, now the problem with doing watercolor live is a lot of the time once I start putting down the color I can't look up again until it's fully down, so that can be kind of annoying. So if you see me painting, I can't look up for a minute. Oh, thank you, Kat. Kat, how have your streams been? Also, if anybody in here streams and you want to put your Twitch in the chat to kind of cross-promote all of us, each other, you know, maybe say what you do on your streams, and then put a link to your Twitch in the chat. I got my ears from Eridani Studios on Etsy. Or maybe it's just Studio. She does really great work. This is probably my third or fourth pair from there over the course of the years. Now this is the fun part for me. I like going back in and making it see-through, but also kind of jelly-like. Oh, Kat, I totally don't blame you at all. Streaming takes a surprising amount of energy. And, you know, a lot of people don't think about it, but once you start streaming, you find that out. So when you gotta take some time off, do it. I mean, even if you're doing little IG live streams and whatnot, it's still a toll on your mental. Like, you know, it's not easy. So you're managing a lot of stuff mentally at the same time. So it can definitely be kind of a, you know, an energy sink. So you're multitasking like crazy typically. And it takes a really long time, in my opinion, to get used to talking and doing things at the same time. Especially if they're unrelated. That's tough. Right? When Gabe and I started streaming, we were doing like 3 days a week each. But we were both on each other's streams, like verbally. So we were technically on 6 days a week. And it was nuts. It was too much. It was very much too much. So that was kind of rough. And then we eventually stopped doing that because we got too busy, and then we haven't been back to doing that since, so. I mean, I think I could, but man, it'd be pretty rough. Gotta be honest. It's rough, isn't it, Cavendish? It does take a lot of practice. I will say that. And even I get like to a point sometimes where I blank. I'll be talking for a while and I'll just go blank. I'm like, what was I talking about? I don't remember anything. It's really weird. So strange. Here's a fun question. Without Googling it, does a bee go black, yellow, black, or yellow, black, yellow? I can never remember this, and even when you Google it, sometimes it's different, but I can never. I always want to do black, yellow, black, but it's not always that way. Right? But if you Google it, it's like you get all these different types of bees that are all across the board. Like some are yellow, black, yellow. Okay, so most of you think black, yellow, black. So that's what I would think. I'm with you. I'm with you. Bee movie? That's a fair source. Yeah. I'll probably go brown on this bee though as the black. Sometimes you don't want to actually do the darkest dark, even if it is a black, like a black color. It's too much. I'm glad everybody can basically agree that it's black, yellow, black. But if you do like bee clip art, you're gonna find a lot of bees that are like yellow, black, yellow. It's really weird. It's funny because sometimes you're like confused by it. Okay, so since I'm doing red ones of these, I gotta make a lot of this one color. So hold on. It's like a rusty orange. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, I gotta look at my real quick. Okay, that's what I thought. Go crazy. Do them all at once. Shoot, see, I already ran out. My hardest thing with watercoloring is maintaining the same color. I'm very bad at that. Very bad at that. Oh, God. See, and already I lost it. Damn. Maybe if I water it down. It's kind of similar. Oh, good. Okay. Whew. It's pretty close. Oh, Caitlin, thank you for the follow. I just saw that now. Sorry about that. We had to buy like an arm that you can it's like it's not wire. It's like this weird tubing that adjusts and then becomes stable, and then you clip your phone to it. It's confusing. Waco, are you referring to my bee or the bee in general? The bee in real life. The main bee. The bee in question. The formal wee bee. The bee in general. Well, usually its shape will tell you which way it's looking or facing or whatever. So that's a good part. But it's hard to tell sometimes. A minor Amazon problem? Uh-oh, what happened? What do you mean? Problem with Amazon or problem with like an order? Yeah, I do too, but I shouldn't. I know Amazon is a shit corporation, but we don't even have a Target out where we live, so we don't have many choices when it comes to certain things. But what's your problem, Kristen? What's going on? Yeah, same. Same. Okay, so if you're ordering things and getting something like every day, what I did was, A, I uninstalled the app. B, I ended up doing it where I would put something in my cart I wanted to order, and instead of doing buy now, I just did it once a week where I put in a bulk order. And it also made me rethink a lot of things that I had in there. So, because honestly, I just felt bad that our mailman had to keep bringing things like every day. And it's a lot of wasteful packaging too. Like our garage is full of boxes. So, I mean, it's business stuff. It's either business stuff or food. But we did this instead, and it's changed a lot. Because what was killing us was the buy it now option, and if you just quit doing that, and you uninstall the app so you're only going on it when you're on your computer or something, it really helps. So if you if you're trying to really kick it, that's a good way to do it. Worked for us. These heads of these things are like brown. Keep feeling really like pressured to do learning videos and things like that on YouTube and such, being, you know, what I do. But it's like there are so many people that are doing YouTube videos about, you know, the kind of crap I do, and there are tons of artists trying to, you know, force their way into people's feeds and things. But what sucks is a lot of what I see people trying to teach other people art-wise is a lot of them are bad advice or things like that, or they're misinformation, or there's an easier way to do things. And I can't get over the fact of like how many people are believing all of this business misinformation and things like that. And those are the type of things that make me want to start doing like kind of educational business videos and things. But then it's like, well, maybe what I know isn't the best, you know, maybe what I know isn't, you know, maybe somebody's thinking the same thing I think about other people, about my videos, you know. So like I always kind of psych myself out. And I think the end of the day, you're just supposed to, if you feel like doing it, do it. But just know, you know, there's different ways of doing things depending on, you know, your level of expertise with something. Okay, Faith. You have a good day, okay? Oh, I wish we had a dollar store. We're in the boonies. I leave stuff in my cart and head down and pick stuff for the house. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Kristen. It's hard. It sucks, like, doing the whole Amazon thing. I mean, when you're in the boonies, it's like you don't really have a choice because you don't have, you know, actual places. And so it sucks because Amazon as a whole is crap, but it's like a lot of us need it, and it's stupid. Oh, boonies means like we're out in a rural area. Like it's the country. So like really far out away from civilization, or just like common amenities, those sorts of things. Yeah. Oh my God, Kristen, yes. So there's this packaging company we usually get a lot of our packaging from, and they have better prices than Amazon. However, their shipping is where it kills us. So usually we're, saving some on, buying 200 some boxes or something, right? And we're like, oh, the price is great. But then you go check out, and shipping was literally the last time we ordered a few things, just a few, not even that many. The shipping was $80. What's worse, it's literally 2 hours away. It's in Illinois. We're in Illinois. $80. And you can go pick it up, but it's like 2 hours. So it's at that cusp of, is it really worth it or what? And then you go on Amazon and you find some of it is like maybe 10 cents more a box, but shipping's free. So like there's this dilemma all the time. It sucks. Totally sucks because it's you have to either support the other company or because then it'd be 2 hours there, 2 hours back. You're right. Yep. It's just a pain. And I hate that they win, with some things. It's one of those things you can't really help. You know it's bad, you want to fight it, you can't really fight it, you don't know how. Your livelihood kind of depends on you not fighting it. What do you do? Whenever I get into those kind of moral or ethical dilemmas, it's like, I feel like the only thing you can do is just moderation. Try to do it not a lot of the time, but do it enough to stay afloat, but don't go crazy. Like, what else are you supposed to do? You're a little company, Maybe if eventually I got to be a bigger company, I could actually do something about it, but right now you can't. Yeah, and doesn't that suck? That's the other thing. Yeah, Kristen, you don't even know if you're like, oh, I'm supporting a local business. They're still using Amazon too. You're totally right. Like, there are those. I came across those. I'm like, well, now what do I do? So it's like your best efforts sometimes aren't even, able to help anything. It's really hard. It's really weird. You try to do your best, I guess. Yeah, that's true too, if he didn't suck so bad. Yes, I've heard of that too a couple times, Waco. That Amazon rips off designs of the best-selling products. Yeah, that's crap. I hate that they do that. That's utter bullshit. For anybody who has an Etsy website or something similar, remember to I guess a hack that you can do is to make your shipping free, but to include the shipping price in your products. So like if you've got something that you've got priced at $7 and it only takes $3 to ship, and take into account the price of postage and your materials to package it. If you put it on Etsy, put it on there for $10 and then say it's free shipping. That way, Etsy puts you like kind of higher in listings and stuff because you've got free shipping as an option. And then you put that in your in the areas on Etsy where it says what kind of shipping do you want. Now, if it's international, you still need to make a shipping profile for international stuff. But for a lot of domestic things, you can put free shipping. You can just take the money off of shipping internationally to help with that. No. So what I ended up doing with that, Kristen, is I sell originals on my website because, you know, you have to pay for how long something is on Etsy. And I wanted to stop paying to relist them or, you know, re-up them because originals take a really long time to sell. So you're technically losing money. So if you've got your own website, you can keep things up there indefinitely without having to keep paying for those. I mean, you're paying for the website typically monthly, but your originals can be up there, you know. So for Etsy, the things I put up there are the quick turnaround things like prints, stickers, buttons, pins, whatever. But originals I keep on my website because, yeah, they do move a lot slower. And, you know, Etsy has the 6-month listing can be up and then you have to like re-up it. Yeah, and you know, like that's what I was saying with the prints and stuff. But originals, yeah, if it's not moving, try, have you tried some ads yet? Ads really help, unfortunately. I mean, it depends on what it is, Waco. Like, I have originals that are like $20-$30. I mean, they're... Where is it? Oh, come on. I have originals that are about this size that are like $20-$30. So the pocket paintings or ATCs are typically a lot cheaper for that reason. Like I do them, and I know Gabe does them so that, you know, people can own original art at cheaper prices. So there's this. So Kristen, are you doing like $1 a day or something? Yeah, things in reality, if you can sell things like at conventions and stuff, they move a lot quicker than the internet. The internet is so difficult to deal with a lot of just selling your stuff. It's ridiculous. But if you can sell like some stuff online, you gotta pay for ads to kind of get them seen, which sucks. That's why it's been hard for a lot of artists in the US this past year, especially because of COVID. We don't have our conventions and things. So we've had to, change to being online stores and whatnot, and it's hard. It's really hard. Oh God, that's gonna be way too dark. Oh, you have it closed? Yeah, it's hard, Kristen, but the ads do a lot. Like if you could afford to do like $3 a day, you'd probably get some decent sales. Hell man, if I get a good chunk of money at some point, I feel like putting it into ads might be a decent idea. Instagram ads help too. Unfortunately. I hate that we need them. I think it's crap. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, the internet's crazy big. Which can be a blessing and a curse. I could see that. Well, usually, like, if you do have a problem with deadlines, doing, like, by end of the month stuff, like telling yourself end of the month, that can really help. I kind of had that problem, too. Telling myself at end of the month really kind of helped me kick things into gear. I guess we're going autumn colors on this one. Yeah, exactly, Waco. That's completely what happens to a lot of us. I had to get 2 extra jobs to make up for the loss of income from conventions, and all the people who I was doing commissions for got put on the back burner, and they're rightfully angry, but they know and I know that we can't really do anything about it, which totally sucks. Like, I'm going nonstop all week doing things for other people, and I can't go any faster without sacrificing some quality, and I don't want to do that. So to maintain all the things at once, it's really hard. So if you've got an artist who's doing anything for you right now, give them some time. Oh, that's true, Kristen. That is rough. Oh, did you, Cavendish? How'd it go? Well, Kristen, I don't know if it helps or not, but if you want me to help you with your accountability, I can. Sometimes you need a friend to help out with that. If you ever want that, I can do that. I would be happy to. Time studies? Not anymore, unless I feel that I'm lacking, but thank you, Kat. Wait till I get all the like highlights and stuff in her hair. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But if you are starting, they are very, very valuable. I learned a lot when I first started doing them. I feel like, there are things you do when you first start doing art that are important. They're foundational things. And then once you kind of get it and you kind of click, something clicks. And you can assess then, well, do I need this more or do I need this other thing more? And then you can start actually focusing in on parts of your art that you need to actually spend time in. So, like for me, this is very rare. I don't usually do humans. I maybe do one human for every 10 or 15 pieces I do. Maybe. I guess that's being kind of optimistic. But I don't feel like I need to go crazy learning anatomy because I know it's not where majority of my time will be. Majority of my time is doing animals and stuff like that. So because of that, I know what I want to do, where I want to put my time, and things like that. So when you're starting and you're not sure where you want to put your focus yet, doing a little bit of everything is smart because then you can really get a feeling for a lot of different things and then focus in on the things that start to matter more to you, that you find the most fun and rewarding, and where you think majority of your skills are, because it's a balance of what you're good at, but also what you enjoy, because it's art, for God's sake. It should be stuff you enjoy. Yeah, please do, Kristen. I think that's fun. I don't mind being like a boss. I mean, I used to be a boss when I was at the game company, but I am more than okay with that. I also usually offer mentorships where I do that sort of thing. One of my mentorships, we discuss what product you'd like to pursue, and then I help kind of gear you towards that and make a schedule and help keep you to it. And then, we work towards that. So that's usually pretty fun. That's really rewarding, honestly. And there you go, Kat. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and that's different. Like, I feel like it's different when you can't draw something and you hide it versus, you can draw it but you choose not to. There's a difference there. There's guilt and the idea that, if they're gonna do humans, they gotta learn to draw humans. They can't hide those parts. Like, I know Rob Liefeld was getting a lot of crap for that way back when. But it's one of those things, like, you want to make sure what you're putting your time into, you can draw it. So if you find yourself hiding all these elements, maybe you don't like drawing humans. Maybe you should try animals or something. Actually ask yourself, do I like drawing humans? If you still do, then spend the time to get better at those things, because there shouldn't be any part of what art you choose to do that you're avoiding. Because something I like to say is that your style develops from what you choose to include and exclude from it. So, not including hands, because, if you're doing humans, you gotta learn to do hands. So it's more that you're putting your focus in, and you realize what you want to do. Hate drawing humans this way. I do small, crazy characters. Yeah, and you shouldn't have to draw humans if you hate drawing humans. You know, sometimes I get a craving to draw a human, so I'll draw a human. But is it the best human? No. Is the anatomy off? Probably. Is that okay? Yeah. That's not where my main focus is. Now, if I was drawing one of my animal type things that I consider most of my time and something's off, that's going to eat at me because that's something I pour my time into, you know. But you learn to be more lax with things, you know. Hi, Ashley. Thank you. It was when I was doing a lot of conventions, Kristen. Yeah, now it's actually easier. I was actually thinking about opening up maybe 2 slots for mentorships. Because now it's nice because it's mainly emails or like video meetings. And I am more than okay with that. Before it was a lot harder with conventions. But nowadays, COVID, blah, 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 it's easier. So I might end up doing that. Trying to find out what my art is, whether I want to stream or not. Your conversation is very helpful. Oh, good, Rollo. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you for the follow, too. But yeah, it's one of those things, like, anatomy is important. And I think it's smart to, when you're starting off and you don't know what you want to do yet, you don't know your style. I use that term very loosely because personally I have a million different styles and there is no true style for whatever you do. So just do whatever you want to do, because even if you think you have a style, it's eventually going to evolve and change, right? So just do the art you like the way you want to do it, right? Like if you end up, let's say you do like drawing humans, but you also like drawing animals. So you swap out the parts for humans you don't like to draw, like hands and feet, let's say, and put in other things from animals like paws, fins, whatever, I don't know, tentacles, right? That could become your style if you end up doing that a lot, because both the way art looks and the content that you draw can both be part of a style. You know, so I'm more of a content person. You can tell my look, my style, by the content I draw. Even though I do it in watercolor, I do it on toned paper, I do it digitally, I do it across all these mediums where technically the style varies incredibly. But the content and kind of how things look in it, like in terms of what I choose to include and exclude, you know, I do a lot of beady eye things because it's cute. It's cute. It's not because I can't draw an eye. I could draw an eye. I don't want to. I don't want to. That's not what I like, right? You draw what you like. That's part of your style. So it's good to try things like anatomy in the beginning. That's why art teachers show you all these different things. They make you draw and paint humans and anatomy and scenes and landscapes and still lifes, and they make you go through storyboards and all these different things. They want you to feel what all these things are like so that you can be like, oh yeah, I really like landscapes. That part of class was really fun. And then you start to focus in on that. That's all they're trying to teach you. And that's why in art college then you can focus more and more on a certain part. But during like high school, that's the art teacher's main thing, is just to expose you to all these mediums and all these different types of things so you can figure out what you'd like to do. Because as an artist, the sooner you can figure out what you like to do, the sooner you can stop wasting your time on things that don't matter for what you want to do. That's more important. And you can extrapolate that to other parts of your life too. Don't waste time on the things that you don't want to do. I know it sounds dumb, but some people need to hear it. Just don't waste your time on stuff that doesn't matter to you, you know? It's part of, same idea like as getting rid of toxic people. Don't waste your time on people who don't care about you. Like that whole thing. Oh no, Waco. Really? Oh God. Warm Fuzzy BT. Oh, thank you, Bev. Doing it more even if it's off is worthwhile, because one day something will click. Yeah, and try drawing it different ways. I mean, if you really want to learn to draw it, learn to draw it. and learn from different sources, because every time you look at a tutorial from an artist, they're doing whatever it is their own way, in their own style. So they're telling you how to do something through their filter. Just like if I were to tell something, I try to tell it as generic as I can without putting in my own, like what I've learned. But a lot of artists are just telling you how to do something based on what they know. They're not telling you the blanket way to do something. They're telling you, well, this is how I learned it, but they may not even say that, right? So you have to know that every single artist and person is telling you it from their view. And, you might have to find an artist that aligns more with how you would do something. And it might take a while. And and that's when something clicks, is when they're speaking the language you understand. And it might be somebody telling you that, it might be you reading something, it might be you doing it yourself, because everybody learns differently. So you have to figure out the best way you like to learn and look at the right kind of material for that. And then it's just grinding. It's just doing it a bunch and having persistence. Stubborn people get shit done. I don't know. It sucks, but it's true. Things that you get some consistency and shown something, and it's this looks like something I did. Yeah, it's pretty rewarding. Anime and fantasy girls are so popular on Twitch, but that's just not my thing. Definitely drawing characters that look like stuffed dolls with simple black eye dots. Yeah, that's what I do, man. Like, you've seen all my freaking, these guys. My guardians. So I consider that my guardian style. When it's, when I'm doing my guardians, sometimes I'm I get mad at myself for doing the same thing kind of over and over again, but at the same time, they're not the same thing. So if you look at my guardians, and I've done 32 guardians here. Hold on. That's over the course of a bunch of years. I mean, they all kind of look the same. They got squinty eyes or little black beady eyes. So that one I tried to be different on. That one I tried to be different on. But for the most part, beady eye, closed eye, swirly eye, squinty, beady, squinty. That's the styles. Beady, squinty. It's all across the board. This is still one of my favorites. But really, it's whatever you want to do. So that style has just kind of evolved. The first 4 I did were not of that style, and they were kind of they didn't really fit what it is now, but you have to go through that stage of trying things and then figuring it out, and then you streamline it, So this isn't even my human style. I don't know what this is. I'm just drawing a human. I don't normally draw humans, so this could be a mess. It's not normal for me, and that's okay. I'm just experimenting. That's what my stream days are kind of for. Just doing whatever. And I think going into your work, when you're doing it and you're yeah, this is just for fun, this is whatever, that's smart, to kind of prep yourself. It's okay if it's nothing crazy or important or whatever. Granted, I still like to sell a lot of my stuff that I make, because my idea for that is that it's for me while I'm making it. I'm getting that experience from it. I'm getting the good feeling out of doing it. It's for me while I'm making it. When I'm done, unless it's preliminary concept work for a book or any other project, I don't usually keep my stuff. And that's why on Saturdays on these streams, I tend to do things that I can sell, either during the stream or whatever, because how much cooler is it to buy something that you've seen come into creation, So I feel like streams are very valuable in the sense that you can see that happen real time. And as somebody who would like to buy an original that has a process like that, I'd want to give that to other people. So I think that's the whole reason I kind of started doing that. Yeah, there's styles everywhere. So the other thing that's important to know is there is an audience for everything. Everything. thing. And if it doesn't seem like there's an audience for it, it could be high art and that has its own audience. Right? So, you know, if you're ever sitting there and you're like, no one's gonna like this, I swear to God on my own life, someone somewhere will like it. The hardest part about art is finding your people. That's all it ever comes down to, is just finding them. And that's why the internet can be a glorious and terrible place. Because a lot of the time you can, you know, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, it might just be because you're not putting it in the right spots. You're not finding the right people. But I promise you, I guarantee you they exist. They're out there. You just have to find them. That's the hard thing. Yeah, there's an emotional attachment. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's art, right? That's part of the cool factor about it. It's true. It's true, Waco. Yeah, finding somebody that you actually really enjoy their work, that can be hard. You gotta know where to look, how to look, all that sort of thing. It can be tough, for sure. I'm gonna use a purple, I think, on this. I mean, even if you find an artist, like, I have a few friends where they've been doing the same thing for years now, and at some point I know it's coming, they're gonna get sick of it, and they've accumulated all these followers that, you know, they're scared to death to switch what they're doing because they think they're gonna lose these followers. That should never affect what you end up doing with your art. What other people are gonna do, what they're gonna think, all that stuff. That should not impact your decision at all. Because ultimately it's your decision. Your art should be to make you happy first and foremost. That's the whole point of it, right? So not doing something like, if you, let's say you were doing oils forever, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I just want to switch to doing digital or something like that, but you're afraid you're gonna lose people. Don't do that. I mean, don't be afraid of that. Do whatever you want to do. Otherwise, you're wasting your time not doing the thing you want to do. You know? It's just that we all are here for such a limited time on the earth. On earth. We will die. So if we're not doing the things we want to do, what the fuck is the point? Really. So you better be doing what you want to be doing, because we're not going to be here very long. You might as well enjoy it. The Potato Saga? No? I don't know what that is. Well, thanks, Rolo. Yeah, honestly, you can ask anybody in here. I'm usually painting animals or animals. This is the first time I think I've done a human on stream in months, maybe? You guys can back me up on this. But yeah, usually I'm drawing animals, so rest assured, next weekend will probably be an animal. And I do IG streams too. So if you follow me on Instagram. I also have a 10K giveaway going on for my enamel pins, so check it out on Instagram. It goes till next Friday. Yeah, links are okay. Go ahead. Oh, Cavendish, do you really? I'm glad you like me. Thank you. I stream so much different. I kind of feel people get confused. You know what, though, Fricka? If that's what you like to do, then you might start accumulating people that like to be surprised by what you do. But Cavendish is right. They might be following you because you're a great personality and they like, you know, what you're talking about, or they like how you talk, or some people even like streams for how quiet they are. things like that. Like, I know a streamer, he doesn't talk at all. He just does his art and leaves. And people like to just have it on, put it up on their TV and just have him there. Kind of like, I guess, Bob Ross stuff. But there is an audience for everybody. So if you get caught hearing yourself say, I don't think people like my work because of... Stop. It's not true. It's just not true. You just have to find them. It has nothing to do with, I'm getting a lack of attention because of my work. No. You're getting a lack of attention because you can't find your people right now. But you will if you stay persistent, determined, all that stuff. A serial crafter. You know how many serial crafters I know? There's at least 3 of you in the chat right now. And 2 I can think of that aren't here right now. So I know that all of you would probably be cool with watching another serial crafter. You know, typically your demographic is also... Oh, I don't know your demographic. So a lot of the people I know that do the kind of stuff I do, they're kind of doing that stuff too, right? Because, I mean, how many times do you cross-pollinate and buy things from other artists that are doing similar stuff to you? You know, it's kind of just how it is. Oh, Potato Saga. Let me see what this is. Oh, potatoes. Oh, Waco, you just started a potato thing. Oh, this is great. Oh my goodness. I would do a potato for you. Oh my goodness. I would do a potato caster. Oh, there's a naughty potato in there. LOL, naughty potatoes. Yeah, these are all great. They're all artists on Twitch, really cute. Oh, buntato. Oh, these are wonderful. So wholesome. All the potats. Yeah, raids are good too. Oh, that's nice of you, Cavendish. And I mean, some, like I know Gabe wanted to start doing art streams and game streams. Your audience is going to end up splitting too. You'll have people that just come to you for the game streams and people that just come for the art streams. And then the people that just like who you are, they'll come to both. Streaming is really interesting because of that reason. You know, there are more than one reason to, there's more than one reason to watch a stream. Because they feel they don't have an audience? Is that what you're saying? Oh, because of the conventions. That's what we were talking about. Because of the conventions. Yeah, and that's just too bad. It's hard. I understand. I know where they're coming from. I mean, I don't think I'll ever stop streaming for that reason. I mean, since I stream on Saturdays, even if I had to get an actual job, I still would, you know, try to stream on Saturdays. My main problem right now is I can't get a legitimate job. Like, if I get into, like, an actual money issue, since I owe so many people so much work, I, like, can't get an actual job. Because I have 30-some commissions, right? Each commission takes me about 3 to 12 hours, depending on what it is, how big. So if I had like a 9-to-5 job from Monday to Friday, let's say, I would maybe get 1 commission done a week. That's 30 weeks. That's more than a year, you know? And sometimes I'm sure I wouldn't even get 1 done a week. So yeah, it's crazy. I'm still doing like maybe a commission a week, running my Patreon, because my Patreon right now is my only income, and any extra I get from Twitch, like tips wise and things like that. Speaking of, if you want to give me tips, there's a tips button below the video, whatever though. But it's one of those things like I'm trapped. I'm literally trapped until I finish all my commissions, and then I could get like a part-time job or something if need be. But right now, Gabe's kind of the blanket. He's doing a lot of the making up for income thing because he's in between projects right now, so he's able to kind of float around and be an actual freelancer for a bit, while I try to finish my stupid backlog that got set back by COVID. So a lot of the time it just makes me stir crazy because there's so much I want to do, and I can't justify taking any time for myself typically that it isn't making money or it's for fun, because I feel selfish and I could be working on someone else's thing. So a lot of the time I don't really take breaks. But it has taught me how to find joy in everything I do. I have no choice, or else I'd burn out, I'd go crazy, whatever. So I have learned pretty quickly how to find something good about everything I'm doing, which I'm grateful for. Really, I am. So that's good. All right, I think we're at the point now where, well, this hand still bothers me, but like I said, I don't draw humans much, so I'm totally cool if this hand looks kind of jank. It's not my human thing, so. But you know what? Regardless of if I draw humans often or not, somebody may really like this, and that's cool. If you get discouraged by the fact your originals aren't selling very often, don't get discouraged by that, because the way I figure originals are a lot harder to move, like sell, than prints and things, because they're expensive and whatnot. But I like to think that if they don't sell right away, it's because they haven't met their person yet, their keeper, the person who's going to take care of them, adopt them, take care of them, frame them, all that stuff. So anytime, you start thinking, oh, why aren't these selling? Think about more that it's about the individual piece. Like, this piece hasn't found the person, its soulmate, the person that is in utter love with it and just needs it. Because just like what I had said about audience, I feel the same way about originals. Their person is out there. They just need to find it. So whenever I go to conventions and things, I'll put out original art and paintings and stuff. And if I come back with 90% of those paintings, that's fine, because they just need to find their person. That's how I think about it. Soulmates. It's an easier way mentally to kind of combat those bad feelings. Okay, let me take another process pick. I'm getting better at this. Remembering to do process pictures. And then I think I'm going to do the jelly part, because that's fun. I'm going to do the jelly part. But I am very excited to put out my shirts this month. That'll be good. Okay, let me find all my white things here. A few of you know I have 1,000,005 different kinds of white that I use for things. Alright, Fricka, thank you for coming. I miss you. Tell Helene I say hello. I love her too. She's wonderful. Alright, so what I'm going to do. I pretty much know how to draw this, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. I want to look at honey. And then if you want really nice reference photos of anything, type in the thing that you want and then put stock after it, because then it'll be a bunch of stock photos of things that you want, and they're really nice pictures. And that can really help you find a good picture quickly, Because otherwise, you know, who knows what you'll get. But like, I just did honey and then stock, all stock photos. So it's good. This is what I thought mainly. There's like a slight area of a gradient, but that's it. For the most part, it's just a lot of lines and hard lights. Oh, she fell asleep on the sofa. What a sweetie. Night, Fricka. Okay, Kristen. Well, keep me in the loop about that troll market. That sounded cool, too. I hope you get to do that. That would be fun for you, I think. Oh, I want to do this thing real quick. Just putting these beads up here. She's got some hair beads. Oh my god, October, yes. It's coming. October is coming. I'm ready. I want the heat to go away too. Thank you, Rolo. I'm working on a bunny right now, currently. So, I might be doing either a stream impromptu with that one soon, or on IG Live. Lately I've been doing a good amount of them on IG Live, just because it's easier, because I don't have a camera on me, so I don't have to worry about how I look. So, follow me on Instagram if you want to watch those. Those are pretty fun to do. But thank you. There's actually a hashtag for them too. If you look at this, there's still a bunch I haven't put up yet, but did that work? Ugh, it didn't. Okay, hold on. Do that instead. I don't think my... Oh, unless it's... Hold on. Testing. There you go. Okay. Hey. I just had to do the full thing. Okay. So let's do the heavy bits. Oh, it does have a couple areas where it does the freaking gradient. Me too, man. Me too. I need fall right now real bad. You know what? Let's do this instead. Yeah. It's not as much as I want. Okay. Looking at my reference material. Honey hair. Oh my god. Kristen, no. 43 miles? Hard pass. It would have to be like fall for me to actually enjoy that long of anything outside. I'm a very nature-oriented person, but if it's too hot out, I cannot enjoy myself. And I know that's totally wimpy and whatever, but I do not do well in the heat. I really, really don't. And I don't know if it's working up my acclimation to it, or if in general I'm just not built for it. I don't know. But I am miserable in too much heat and humidity. It's crazy. Yeah, flea markets are cool as hell, but I'm not doing that. Like, heat-wise, oof. Who wants to walk that length? I don't know, man. And something else when we were talking about studies, if you can turn a study into an actual art piece, I think you'll get a lot more out of it instead of just drawing a million hands or what have you. That can still work, but I think you're going to get a lot more out of anything you study by actually like turning it into a piece. So like for this, let's say I wanted to play with you know, how honey looks, or like practice honey. This would have been a good study for that, you know, because I'm actually practicing the viscous nature of honey, but I'm also making a full piece. And especially if you're gonna use art in the future as more of a job than just a hobby, it's important that you do think about that anything you make could be sold. I mean, it is good to have things that are meant strictly for relaxing or hobby purposes, but you know, if you need money and you know you can make money off of what you're doing, know that it's potentially there. You know, you're not doing things for the money necessarily, so it's not like it's a dirty thing or anything, but know that it's an option. It's there. So every time I say that, somebody freaks out typically, and they're like, you know, well, I just want to draw for a hobby. It's like, that's fine. It's fine. Some of us need to be able to sell things, though, you know, because that's how we eat. So because of that, you know, it's good to just hear that, yeah, anything you make, you can basically sell. That's why I always put up this banner at the top too. If anything is available to be purchased, I put it there because then people know, you know. So it's good to just let people know, because a lot of times people don't know. And a lot of times they won't ask. So you got to make sure, you know, you're covering some of your bases. I think if I were gonna sell this, I'd probably sell it at like $50. You pick certain parts of it to go. I'm sure no one does the whole thing. Oh, you're talking about the flea market. I was like, what are we talking about? It would be kind of fun to do the whole thing, though. Like if you're out with your friends, you had nothing else to do. It would be kind of fun. Like maybe one person starts at one side and the other person starts at the other side and you meet. Tank art? Like for the sides of tanks? Or tank top? Military tanks? Not off the top of my head. But I would check just under painting, or because they don't really section things well on here. Like when we have to fill out the thing that says what tags we're using when we go live, we're only allowed 5. So usually I'm doing like illustration, traditional art, drawing, coloring, painting. I don't know if there would be one for military tanks. If it would be under anything, it might be military, or like if you could look at multiple tags, maybe military and then painting, you might be able to look at multiple ones at once, because we have to usually pick a few to describe our stream when we go live. So you might be able to find somebody that way. I do know that Twitter uses or attracts a lot of Twitch folks. So maybe if you find somebody on Twitter that does it, they might have a Twitch. Oh, bye, Kristen. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoy your dinner. I am hungry as hell. I had a piece of bread and some cheese today. So far. And coffee. Oh, I had coffee. I love coffee. Oh, coffee. You bastard. Coffee to me is like a bad ex-boyfriend. Like a bad ex-boyfriend. Why can't I quit you? I wish our espresso machine was better. The espresso machine we have now, not so good. The quality of espresso it makes is shit. It's not good. I'm not happy about it. 11:45. Oh, good night. Thanks for coming, Waco. It was really fun talking to you today. I hope you come back. Have fun with the Potato Saga. I'll save it for a stream. How about that? Like next Saturday or something. Next time I see you at a stream, I'll do it on stream. We'll do something fun with that. That'll be a good time. Coffee is life. I love it. But it's one of those things where like you have to love it appropriately. It's like you have to not be drinking it all the time. So lately now, I save up like my day to be Saturday. Like whenever I stream or know I'm gonna stream, I let that day be the day I hit it hard. And then all the other days, I'll either do one day off and one day on and have like a shot or two. And then on Saturdays, I have like 2 or 3 just to prepare for the stream, because then I'm at my best. I'm with it, I'm witty, I'm clever, I'm there, right? You're in the zone. But all the days I'm not on camera, I'm not always caffeinated, it's okay, I don't need it, that sort of thing. But you gotta plan it. You gotta plan it. So that way too your tolerance doesn't get too crazy or whatever. And you don't get too addicted. That's the other thing. So it's nice. I'm in control of my caffeine non-addiction. Because I think if I was having it all the time every day again, that'd be bad. I think there was a time where I was doing that. But we really, I don't know. I gotta invest in a better espresso machine. Maybe I'll put that on my wish list. I have a wish list now below the video for if anybody wants to buy me something ridiculous. It's there. And I'll always show it on stream. And you know what? If you ever do get me something on my wish list, I will do something on stream for you. And it'll kind of be a surprise. We'll say that. I'll make you a surprise. Or I'll ask you what you like. And then I'll make you something. And send it to you. I should probably put that next to it. Either way. And just a reminder to check the Free Comic Book Day hashtag on Twitter, or FCBD, because there's probably a ton of other comic artists putting out free comics today that people can just download. It's a pretty magical day. A daily deadline? No, you don't have to. Like, are you talking about webcomics? If you do webcomics, you can do it. Ideally, when you're doing webcomics, you want to do them so you've got a big enough buffer, so that you've done weeks worth before you even start posting it. That's the smart thing, so that you can take time to do it. So my partner released a free one today, and it's this one. He's a professional comic artist. He's worked for like Marvel, Oni, DC, all that junk. So he likes to partake in these sorts of things. But yeah, doing a buffer is essential. Like, you can't do comics written, like, or internet or real life comics, physical comics, without a buffer. You're typically supposed to work so you've got, as much as you can before you start posting. And honestly, if you know there's a daily challenge coming up, outside of comics, but if you know there's like mermaids coming or Inktober, why not start doing them now, so that you don't get behind and you can post something every day? I don't see that as cheating. I see that as being smart. That's planning. That's preparing. I don't see anything bad about that. If you're in it for trying to do something in a day, just keep doing that. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to treat this like it's a daily challenge. Like tonight, I'm going to do one today. Otherwise, this is going to sound so bad. Who's to say, though, if you took a week on a piece and that's day whatever of Inktober and you put it up then, who cares? It's done with ink, right? Whatever. So, you can do whatever you want. It's the internet. No one knows any different. If you took a whole year just to prep for Inktober, fuck it. You took that year still. You were still determined. You still did the work. It's not like you're, cheating out of the work. You're still doing it. You should reap some of the benefits of doing it. I don't see a problem. Each of these daily challenges things is kind of there for, as a suggestion, just to get people's minds going and all that. So however you want to treat it is up to you. And when it comes to webcomics, like I was saying, you want to get a big buffer. Like, I plan on doing a webcomic in the next year or two, and I know before I even do it, I want to have a couple months worth, so that if I ever get a creative block, if maybe I bust my hand, anything like that, you want to make sure that you're kind of covered for any incidents, anybody I've ever known that does webcomics says that. Like, you want a buffer. Always make a buffer. And honestly, I would carry that over into any part of life you possibly can. Just always have a buffer. I'm going to treat these other petals as like design elements in the background. Maybe I'll darken them a little bit, but nothing crazy. You just didn't do it. Oh no. You got too excited, didn't you, Cavendish? You just wanted it to start pimping it out. It's hard. It's hard to have that much, like, what's the word? Self-discipline to just not do it yet. You gotta wait. You know. But I feel like when you have that knee-jerk, oh my god, I can't wait, blah, 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 that's when you should start hyping it. Don't put out the link or anything yet, but start talking about it, you know, because you are making it. What sucks is when people start hyping things and they don't have anything to show yet. That's what sucks. But if you're, you know, working on it behind the scenes, you know when it's coming, you just have to get that buffer done. That's when it's fun. You know, creating hype can be really fun. Oh, just to have something. See, that's when your quality starts to falter, though, when you worry more about the deadline than the quality. So you have to be kind of careful of that. You know, and if you find you're doing that too much and you do see your quality going down, something I've seen a lot is that artists will take breaks. They'll put the webcomic on hold for a bit, and then they'll go and they'll catch up. So they've got a few more weeks worth, and then, you know, that's more than normal and okay to do. I've seen that done many times. So if you need to do that, do it. For the sake of your comic, do it. Because you don't want your writing to be bad or anything like that. I want to make sure it's, you know, it's doing good. Yeah, and taking a vacation. Obviously, if you need to do that, do that. Everyone should be. Yeah. Says me. Oof. I think I'm pretty good on where this is at. I do need to add a little bit more orange type stuff in here. The red is just a little bit too off the palette, in my opinion. Yep, you got it. And, you know, they won't be bothered too bad by it, typically. Like, unless you're Penny Arcade or something and, you know, your people are very demanding. Typically, people are very understanding that, you know, especially now, I feel like people understand content takes a while to make. Good content takes some time, you know, and most of the time people won't even, this is going to sound bad, they're not going to notice you're gone. Like, it's that whole thing of we think people see us a certain way when really, you know, no one's looking. It's that whole thing, like, if you have a zit, my dad used to tell me this all the time. If you have a zit, you see it, and you think it's this giant thing on your face, whatever. But a lot of the time, people don't even see it. They're not even privy to it. So the same, I feel, goes for that. You know, a lot of the time it's unnoticeable. Now, I think it's important to not go through life assuming that all the time. Then you get lazy, then things break. But, for the moment, I think it's okay if you do it every once in a while. Everything in moderation, man. I can't even tell you how important it is. Everything in moderation. Consistency does grow an audience, but you have to understand that you can take the time you need and things like that when you need it. It's at your own pace. The internet's not going anywhere. It's the best and worst thing about it. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Oh, and the sub from Rolo. Thank you. And the follow. Thank you so much. It really does. And I mean, if you're arting all the time, which I am, it keeps a dedicated slot for you to, for me, I look forward to Saturday streams because I know I always get to do something that's not work related. Everything else I do during the week is not for me. It's for other people right now. Eventually it'll be for me, but for right now it's for other people. So I really depend on Saturdays to be that day that, I've set aside to make something fun and to try something new. A lot of the time you'll see me kind of, if I feel like doing something new, I'm just going to do it on the stream. If it fails, cool. If it succeeds, cool. I don't care. Either way, I'll be here, and it'll be entertaining, I'd like to think. So, it's important to kind of stay lighthearted about a lot of stuff, even if it's work-related. Let's see. Get more shadows in here. I mean, when you start streaming, I've been doing this for like 6 years now. When you start streaming, the most important thing is kind of building a schedule, at least for you. It's not for anybody else but you, for you to get used to it. If you really want to get into it, see if you even like it. Because a lot of people start streaming, they're like, oh my god, I hate this. You don't have to do it. If you're an artist and you think you have to stream to get some sort of something, no. You do the things you want to do, and, that's where your efforts should be. Don't do things just because you think you should do them to, gain followings, whatever, all that crap. Don't do that. There's no point in doing that. So you're going to waste more time being just ornery than anything. So do the things you want to do on the platforms you want to do it. But if you do want to start streaming, the best thing you can do is just start having a schedule, if even for your sake, and you'll have, your chat won't have anybody typically in it, right? When you first start, it'll just be you. That's a great time to start practicing talking to yourself. I know that sounds stupid, but it will improve, your chatting abilities, talking while doing things, especially if you're an artist and you plan on doing that. One of the hardest hurdles to get over is to draw, paint, whatever, while talking. So, while no one's there, start talking to yourself. Explain what you're doing. Get used to saying what you're doing as you're doing it. All those things are going to really help you to feel more at home streaming and more comfortable, so that when, people start coming in, maybe one day you might get a raid from Adobe or something. That happened to me. Luckily, it was a few months into when I had started streaming, so I was kind of used to it already. And, when you get that raid, you'll be prepared for it. So you'll be comfortable. How often artists taking a break be more than just more art just for yourself? Like, what other job can you think of people who do it would be the same kind of things as their work but are fun? I would assume any other job that's similar to that Cavendish would be something related to nature or being out in nature. Like if you're a ranger or something, maybe your hobby is to, just be in nature. Go build a canoe or go kayaking or something like that, like other nature related things. But in general, I did know a fair amount of programmers when I was in the game industry who, in their free time, they worked on their indie games. And then they'd go to work and they'd program, code for work. And then they'd go home and they'd work on their indie games. So they were very disciplined about, keeping up doing what they wanted to do. Oh, really, Alan? And sometimes you don't even have to talk. Like I said earlier, I have a friend who he does streams and he doesn't talk. He just does art and he doesn't talk. And people still watch, people still enjoy it. Not everybody likes a chatterbox. And, sometimes I try not to talk too often. I think I have a decent balance in that. I'll be quiet, I'll talk, but at least it's chill for the most part. But there are some streams people just would prefer to mute it and watch the art. That's fine. Yeah, and that's why I did in the beginning until I got really comfortable with it. I actually just recently hid my playlist on YouTube that had over 200 of my past streams. And I hid it because I was like, no one's watching these, and I don't even know if it's got anything incriminating on it anymore. Because during streams you say stupid shit. It's just, you're gonna say stupid shit. It just happens. So I've got 200 of those. And I thought, well, the more and more this kind of expands, I should probably put those away. Especially since I started streaming on YouTube too. Like right now I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So if somebody doesn't prefer Twitch, they can go watch on YouTube. But, those are going to start having their own backlog. So I didn't want that to conflict with the old ones. But the really old ones are funny because when I first started my overlay, all this junk that you see around, the UI, I was being really dumb about stuff. I thought people would want to have the chat in this area, and it was, no. There were a lot of bad decisions. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't you rather see me screw up and then make that look purposeful? That's more fun, in my opinion. The whole idea of traditional art is that you can make a mistake look purposeful. And that's why, in my opinion, traditional art is a lot more, I don't want to say worthwhile, but important to learn first, as opposed to digital work. Because digital work, I feel like, for anybody who's done traditional all their life and they switch to doing digital, they're like, oh my god, this is so much easier. And they know, they appreciate all the things like Command Z and all that stuff. Undo, and shift. Oh my god, I don't need to use an actual ruler. Stuff like that. But you get somebody who starts on digital and then tries to go over to traditional, they're going to feel like it's super unfair. They're not going to know what to do with a mistake. How do I make that look right? They're going to have to start all the way back at square one. So it's so much more important you start with traditional than to actually start digital. And it's never too late for anybody who's sitting there like, oh my fucking God, that's me. I'm digital. Oh no. Start drawing. That's it. You can just learn a lot of the tools that I'm talking about just from drawing. Because it'll teach you, you know, maybe use a pen. That'll teach you how to like actually take a mistake and make it look purposeful. You know, it'll help you to not draw too heavily and things like that. Like learn to use a ballpoint pen and just to shade, do hatching, things like that. Honestly, a pen can teach you majority of traditional skills by itself. They're pretty invaluable. Yeah, Gabe and I really stand by getting comfortable with pens. Pens do a hell of a lot. Okay. Well, she's missing her other arm. That's okay. It's behind her. I don't draw humans much. For anybody here who's like, what the fuck is this? I'm not usually drawing humans. This, for like every 15 pieces I do, I draw a human maybe. I'm gonna probably go though. I think this is at a point now where I can go in and do a bunch of detailing. I don't have the paints right now to do that. Those are in the other room. But I might finish this. It's up for grabs too. No one claimed it this stream, so if anybody does want it, you can either DM me here or on Instagram, and or email me. Honestly, anywhere you find me, just be like, hey, can I have that, you know, honey fairy piece? I'd be like, sure, whatever, that's fine. So 20 years ago I thought oh yeah, I started with a mouse too, man. I'm with you. Next stream I should bring up my first tablet. It was called a Pablo. Here, I'll show you. My first tablet I got when I was 12, but I was using a mouse before then. Yeah, that's my boy. This is my first tablet. And needless to say, even when I got it, I still use the mouse a lot. This was before there were Graphire tablets or Wacom or anything. It was Pablo, baby. So I got that when I was like 12 or 13, but before that I was painting with a mouse. So I've been on the internet with art for a hot minute. At least 20 years. Ew, 20 years. Ew. Well, thanks, Rolo. So, like I said, I do streams throughout the week, kind of impromptu for fun on Instagram Live. So follow me at Cloverkin on there. And then every Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, I stream here. And I call it kind of our stream date because I get all dolled up and whatever. It's our date, whatever. And I'll do something that I usually start and finish close to on the stream that can be purchased or just watch it, whatever, you know. But during the week I'll usually be working on some actual work, so on my Instagram streams you'll see that. So real quick, I'm gonna go over some things that are available at the moment. If you go into my shop here, so I've got a website shop and a Etsy shop, and I will have a apparel shop soon this month, but those are originals that are currently up for sale. I also have a 10K giveaway going on right now for 5 different of my enamel pins, so there's that. It's also Free Comic Book Day, and my partner has released a free comic. So if you feel like getting it for free or paying for it, it's whatever you want to do, because it's Free Comic Book Day. So go look around the internet. You'll probably find free comics everywhere. I think that's it. Please check out my Patreon. That's another one. My Patreon is my lifeblood right now. Even $1 helps. If you could just give me $1 a month, that's $12 a year. That's nothing. That's 2 coffees, maybe, right? That helps me though. Like if I had 100 people giving me $1, that'd be $100 a month. So I never underestimate $1. So if you can do whatever you want to do, if you appreciate my work, you can buy my work, you can support me monthly. It's whatever you want. I promise I give you something no matter what. It's never without giving back. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have a really good week. Have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time.